نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. Tonight is the 26th night of Ramadan. We'll go over the 26th juz in Surah Al-Hujurat, verse number 6. Allah Azza wa Jal mentions a very important asal principle in our life that is very, very beneficial for us when it comes to our dealings with people, when it comes to politics, when it comes to your family relations, when it comes to pretty much all social conduct and relation that we have with people. Allah Azza wa Jal says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu in ja'akum fasiqun binaba'in. O believers, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. O believers, in ja'akum fasiqun binaba'in. When a sinful person or a wrongdoer comes to you binaba'in. Naba means information, with news about something, about someone, about an event, about Islamic news, whatever he brings you. فَتَبَيَّنُوا, so verify that news, clarify that news, investigate it further. So when someone comes to you with news about someone said something about you, what are you supposed to do? Allah says, verify further. You need to now go and see, in reality, did this individual actually say this about me or not? Or is this person just causing a strife, is causing an argument, or is causing me and that individual to separate? Is that the reason? Because if we follow this principle, then in majority of our dealings, inshallah, we won't have issues. Most of the times we argue, we fight because of a middleman. Someone in between gave us news. Someone said that your mom did this and that, but you don't even know if she actually did that or not. Someone says your friend did this and that, or your daughter did this and that, but you don't even know if she did this and that. Someone told you, someone in between. And usually that someone is not, if it's someone righteous and someone that is, mashallah, known to never lie, truthful, it's a different story. Then that should put you in doubt. Even then you should verify. Even then you should do research. Let alone people nowadays, they're coming up with all sort of information. This applies to your religion as well. Someone tells you this is halal, this is haram. You look at him, he doesn't even look like an alim. So what does Allah say? Investigate? Why are you just going to believe him? He says, brother, this is halal, but it's actually haram. Why didn't you investigate further? فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. If you don't know, you ask the ulama, أهل dhikr, أهل dhikr, أهل ilm. You ask the ulama, you ask the people who have knowledge about this. Very important principle. This entire surah is very important. We should read the translation and the tafsir of Surah Al-Hujurat in 26 juz. Because right after this, Allah talks about the entire Muslim world being one, talks about races, talks about different languages, talks about this, as well as talks about what do you do when two groups of Muslims are fighting. You have two different groups there. How should you reconcile between them? So it also talks about political groups when they're fighting. How should you solve the dispute amongst them? So Allah gives us guidelines. But this guideline over here is extremely important for us. What happened was, at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet sent one sahabi. His name was Walid ibn Uqba radiyallahu anhu. Good sahabi. To Banu Mustaliq. There was a group of new Muslims. One person from Banu Mustaliq, one of the leaders, came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. His name was Harith ibn Dirar, from Harith ibn Dirar. He accepted Islam. And he says, Ya Rasulullah, I'm going to pay zakat. I'm going to go back, give da'wah to my people, and have them accept Islam, and they will also pay zakat. So please send me someone on a specific date every month to collect zakat. Okay, because this was the job of the Islamic government, to collect zakat. Nowadays we don't have that. We give zakat on our own. But it's the job of the Islamic government to collect zakat. So the Prophet ﷺ agreed. Now this individual goes back, his tribe men, many of them accept Islam. They got the zakat money ready, but then they see that the messenger is not coming, the zakat collector is not here yet. But they don't doubt that the Prophet ﷺ broke his promise, na'udhu billah. They don't doubt this. So he started thinking, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe Rasulullah is upset with me. That's why he's not coming. But meanwhile, the Prophet actually did send someone. His name was Walid ibn Uqba. to go. Obviously, he got delayed because it's a journey in between. So then Walid bin Uqba, this individual, this Sahabi, already had some type of enmity or some type of fight with this group of people, even though they accepted Islam, but they were new Muslims. He felt very scared, you can say, or he felt danger if he was to go into this tribe of people. They're new Muslims, but it's not that they have been in Islam for years. They might attack him. So he goes, right when he goes there, he sees those people are outside. They all came out because they were waiting for the messenger of Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So they came out with happiness. But this individual, Uqba, this Walid bin Uqba, he thought they're out to attack me because of a previous issue they had. So he goes back to Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and he tells the Prophet that they don't want to give zakat. This is what he thought. It's a mistake from his side. He actually believed this. They don't want to give zakat and they actually came out to kill me because of an issue I had with them. Now the Prophet ﷺ tells Khalid bin Walid, gather a group of men and go investigate. So Khalid bin Walid goes, and what does Khalid bin Walid find out? They're Muslims, they're praying salat, they give adhan, they give salat, they're preparing their zakat and they're waiting for the messenger of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. On that occasion, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed this ayat. When a person comes to you with information, فَتَبَيَّنُوا, investigate further, clarify, see clarity. Why? What will happen if we don't? Allah says, أَن تُصِيبُوا قَوْمًا بِجَهَالَةٍ, lest you harm a group of people based on ignorance. Now because of your ignorance, your impulsive decision, you're going to harm that other Muslim brother. He never did you wrong. Someone, middleman, gave you wrong information. Now you're going to go take all that anger out on that individual. He's innocent. Now you got the sin as well. And that person got the sin for lying to you or giving you that false information. So hence, we need to make sure we verify information before we act upon it. Then it continues, أَن تُصِيبُوا قَوْمًا بِجَهَالَةٍ فَتُصْبِحُوا عَلَى مَا فَعَلْتُمْ نَادِمِينَ. So then you may become, because if you act upon such information without a clarification and verification, you might harm someone, because of which you will become regretful and remorseful because of what you did. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give all of us tawfiq to understand this important principle. May Allah give us tawfiq to start implementing this. This is in relation as well. This goes back to our family relation. Someone comes to you, tells you this, hey, your son-in-law is like this, like that, like that. Or your daughter-in-law is like this, like that, like that. But you never seen that from them. With that verify further. Don't just trust the middleman. Someone comes and says, your mother-in-law is like this and like that. Or your wife is like this and like that, like that. You have not seen it. When did you see it from her, right? When did you see it? That's a clear evidence. When you don't even know. And then out of nowhere, the guy takes irrational decision. He gets upset and angry just because the middleman said something. Verify. Because now when you take that irrational, emotional decision, once you find out the outcome is that person is innocent. That anger you just displayed was sinful. Your behavior was bad. You could have caused the families to divide further. So verify and be patient, verify further. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give all of us tawfiq to implement what has been said. Jazakumullah khairan.